Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Are you hearing me, students? Reply, please. Are you hearing me? Please reply. Okay, very good. Jamal, Anas, Falia, Hafsa. Very good of you. You are here. Now again, I am waiting for a while for other students to join me. After that, I will start my class. Hafsa, do you want to say something? I'm just waiting. People are coming. So I'm waiting for them. Just waiting for them. Okay, so now I'm again telling you that at the end of the lecture, I will give you some time to ask me any questions. So please don't disturb the class. When I will start the lecture, don't disturb. Just listen and try to understand. I will give you time at the end of the lecture to ask me any question if you have got any problem. Walaikum assalam, all of you. Now I'm going to start the lecture. This is again English language lecture. I'm Mrs. Akhin Imran. This is lecture number 29. And the topic is narrations. We are continuing the rules of narrations. Walaikum assalam, Hamza. Okay, now listen. We have done the definitions of direct and indirect speech. Hope you have understood uh, all the examples as well, the definitions, and the rules of the conversion, which we have discussed in my previous lecture. We have discussed the rules of conversion, how we changes the pronouns there, how we do the changes in time and place. Now another rule which I'm going to discuss here in this lecture, it is change in tense. How we change the tenses here in direct and indirect speech. Okay, so listen to me very carefully. This is the most important rule which I'm going to discuss here. The rule is that if reporting verb is in the present tense means say, tell, okay? The tense of reported speech is not changed. This is the rule which you should remember, that if the reporting verb, that means here it is reporting verb written, he says, comma, I am busy. Again, you see that reported speech is inside the inverted commas with the full stop inside the inverted comma. So, in this kind of direct speech, when the reporting verb, it is in the present tense means in the first form, then when we convert it into direct speech, we do not change the tense. We just change the word says into tells, or if say is written, then we change it to tell. Okay, please don't open your cameras, it is not needed. He remains same because it is the subject of the reporting verb, it does not change, and says is changed into tells, comma is removed and that is placed in place of comma. Then I, this is the subject pronoun and it has to be changed according. I have told you that first person pronoun I and we changes according to the subject of the reporting verb. So it changes into he, and am is changed into is. it means it has not been changed, the tense remains same, because I am busy, it is in the present indefinite tense, and he is busy is also in the present indefinite tense. Okay, we just change the auxiliary verb according to the person. Busy is the object here, so it remains same with the full stop. I hope you are understanding everything. Now there is another rule. If reporting verb is in the past tense means if in the second form of verb, the tense of reported speech is changed. It means it is just opposite rule which we have discussed first, in which the reporting verb was in the present tense. So at that time, the tense of the reported speech is not changed. But here you can see that if reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of reported speech is changed according to the rules. Example is direct speech. For direct speech, I have written an example. He said, comma, I am busy. I have taken the same example which I have taken in the previous rule so that you will understand more. Again, you can see that full stop is inside the inverted comma. When I change it into indirect speech, the subject pronoun or the subject of the reporting verb remains same. So I have copied it, he. We can change it said into told, or I have written said here so that you can understand that said and told both are correct. Okay. Comma is replaced with that. I, the first pronoun, changes with the subject of the reporting verb. So it will change into he. Am, the auxiliary verb of the present tense, change into was. That means into past tense. Busy is the object, so it remains same with the full stop. The sentence becomes, he said that he was busy. You should remember that if the reporting verb is in the past tense, this is the reporting verb said here. It is in the past tense. That means second form of verb is given here. So we will change the tense here. Okay, remember this rule. Now, there are some changes when we are doing narrations. Some tenses are changed into their respective forms, like present indefinite tense changes into past indefinite tense. It is the rule that present indefinite tense always changes into past indefinite tense. Okay, so you should remember all the structures of the tenses when you are doing the narrations. Otherwise, you are not able to do the narrations. So example is here. In the direct speech, I have written the example. He said to me, comma, I change my subjects now. Okay, you can see that I have used many words here to show the change in time as well. I have used the object here with the reporting verb so that you can easily understand the changes. Now, when I have changed it into indirect speech, the subject of the reporting verb remains same. So it is he. Said to is changed into told. Me, object pronoun of the reporting verb cannot change. So it remains same me. Comma is replaced by that. I, the first person pronoun, depends on the subject of the reporting verb. So it changes into he. Change, that is the first form of verb. So it changes into the second form. You know that in the present indefinite tense, we use the first form of verb, and in past indefinite tense, we use the second form of verb. So I change my subjects. My, it is used for, it is also related with the subject pronoun. So it will change into the his. Subjects is the object, so it remains same. Now changes into them, which I have already told you in the chart that now changes into them. Then the last thing is the full stop. You should remember about the punctuation marks. If there is no punctuation mark at the end, it means your answer or your change is wrong. I hope you have understood till here. Now there is another change. Present continuous tense changes into past continuous tense. Remember this thing. Present indefinite changes into past indefinite. Similarly, present continuous tense changes into past continuous tense. Now there is an example, direct speech. She said to her, "You are not doing well." Okay. She said to her, "You are not doing well." So I have used the second person here. You can see that when I change into indirect speech, the subject of the reporting verb remains same. So I have copied it. She said to is changed into told. The object of the reporting verb is not changed, so it remains her. Comma is replaced by that. And you, I have told you, the second person pronoun depends on the object of the reporting verb. So the girl was telling about another girl. So it has been changed into she. That means for girl. Are is used for the auxiliary verb for present continuous tense. So it has been changed into was. That is past continuous tense. We are using your was with she. So and not remain same, doing remains same, and well remains same, because these are all included in the object with the full stop at the end. I hope you are understanding everything, but I will give you a chance to ask me any questions if you want to ask, or if you do not understand anything, note it down in your rough copy so that you will ask at the end. Now next rule is present perfect tense changes into past perfect tense. Okay, you should remember all the rules and all the structures of tenses. The direct speech, he said to my brother, comma, you have made a mistake. Here you can see that this is the present perfect tense sentence which I have given here. So it has to be converted into past perfect tense. The subject of the reporting verb remains same. So I have copied it. He said to changes into told. My brother is the object of the reporting verb. So it remains same. He told my brother, that is used in place of comma, and you, the second person, it depends on the object of the reporting verb. So it is about a boy, so it changes into he, and then have, which is the auxiliary verb used for present perfect tense. I have changed it into had. That means the auxiliary verb used for the past perfect tense. The third form of verb made remains same, because for perfect tenses, we are always using third form of verb. A mistake is the object here, so it remains same with the full stop at the end. The sentence becomes, he told my brother that he had made a mistake. I hope you have understood till here. Now there is another rule. Present perfect continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous tense. Okay. The example I have written here. In the direct speech, she said to her sister, comma, you have been wasting your time for 3 days. Full stop. You can see that it is the present perfect continuous tense. You should remember the structures of continuous and or all tenses. Now, when I change it into indirect speech, the sentence is changed word to word. When we are doing the changes in direct and indirect speech, you should be very careful about word to word change. Okay. So I'm explaining in the same way that she is the subject of the reporting verb. So it remains same. Said to changes into told. Her sister is the object of the reporting verb. So it remains same. Comma is replaced by that. You is the second person pronoun, so it depends on the object of the reporting verb. So it is about a lady or a girl. So it has changed into she. Have been is changed into had been, because have been is the auxiliary verb used for the present perfect tense, continuous tense, and had been is used for the past perfect continuous tense. Then wasting is the verb which remains same. Then your, it is about the girl, so it changes into her. Then time for 3 days, it is the object of the sentence, so it remains same with the full stop at the end. The sentence becomes, she told her sister that she had been wasting her time for 3 days. It is the sentence in past perfect continuous tense. Now, there is another rule about the tenses. It is about past indefinite tense, which changes into past perfect tense. Okay. Now, there is an example which I have written in past indefinite tense. She said to me, comma, you made a good decision. Full stop. Again, you can see that full stop is inside the inverted commas and the actual words are enclosed in the inverted commas. So when we change into direct speech, the subject pronoun of the reporting verb, it remains same. She remains same. Said to is converted into told. Me remains same because object pronoun never changes. Then comma is replaced by that. You, the second person, is changed according to the object of the reporting verb. So me, it is she, the girl is saying about me, myself. So it has been changed into I. And when we change into past perfect tense, we should know that there is an auxiliary verb which has to be added here, had. Third form of verbs is made. Here you can see that in the direct speech, I have written past indefinite tense. So this made is in the second form. But when I have changed into past perfect tense, this made is in the third form. A good decision is the object, so it remains same. Full stop. The sentence becomes, she told me that I had made a good decision. I hope you have understood till here. Now there is another rule. Past continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous tense. Okay, there is an example here. For direct speech, I have written, he said to her, comma, you were wearing a nice dress. You can see that it is in the past continuous tense because were wearing, that is the auxiliary verb were, with the fourth form of verb, that is ing form of verb, is showing that it is the past continuous tense. Now when I will change it into past perfect continuous, I will follow some rules. The subject pronoun of the reporting verb remains same, he. Said to is changed into told. Her, the object pronoun of the reporting verb remains same, which is here, her. Comma is replaced by that. You, the second person pronoun, depends on the object pronoun of the reporting verb. It is about a girl, so it has been changed into she. Then were wearing, that is the helping verb and the main verb of past continuous tense changes into had been wearing for the past perfect continuous tense. Had been is the, and with the first fourth form ing form of the verb is used for perfect continuous tenses, past perfect continuous tenses. A nice dress is the object, so it remains same with the full stop. The sentence becomes, he told her that she had been wearing a nice dress. Now there is another rule. Past perfect tense does not change. It means when we are having a sentence in past perfect tense, in direct speech, it will not change. Only the objects, some of the subjects or some of the pronouns or some of the time and place changes will be done, but the tense remains same. So the example is here, direct speech. She said to us, comma, I had not met him before. Full stop. This is perfect tense, but in the negative form. Past perfect tense because had is here and the third form met is here. So when I have changed it, I will write in the way that subject pronoun of the reporting verb never change. So She remains she. Said to changes into told. Us, the object pronoun of the reporting verb, never changes, so it remains us. Comma is replaced by that. I, the first person pronoun, depends on the subject pronoun of the reporting verb, so it depends on that. So it changes into she because the girl was telling about herself. Then past perfect, the rule is past perfect tense does not change. So the structure remains same. Had not met him before is the object. So it remains same with a full stop at the end. The sentence becomes she told us that she had not met him before. Full stop. Now there is another rule of tenses. Past perfect continuous tense does not change. It means past perfect continuous tense remains past perfect continuous tense. There is no change. Example is here. Please don't open your cameras, please. They said to me, comma, we had been living in Dubai for 5 years. Full stop. You can see that actual words of the speaker with the full stop are enclosed in the inverted commas. Now, when I change it into indirect speech, the subject pronoun of the reporting verb they remains same. Said to changes into told. Me, the object pronoun of the reporting verb remains same. Me. Comma is replaced by that. We. Now, we, that is the first person pronoun in the plural form. It depends on the subject pronoun of the reporting verb. So the people were saying about themselves. There are many people, that is more than one or two or three. Many people are here. So we changes into they. Had been living, that is the structure for the past perfect continuous tense. It remains same because it does not change. Had been living in Dubai for 5 years. It is the object part of the sentence, so it remains same. In Dubai for 5 years, full stop. The sentence becomes, they told me that they have been living in Dubai for 5 years. I hope you have understood all kinds of tenses here for all present tenses, for all past tenses. Now we'll move to another thing in which we are using some modal verbs. Modal verbs are actually, I have given some examples here. Will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might. But in the tense, in the direct speech, we use these four: will, shall, can, and could, may. And these will be converted into will into would, shall into should, can into could, may into might. These are the modal verbs and these are the changes. Will and shall, you can also call them future indefinite tense. Okay, when the sentence is having will and shall, it is future indefinite tense, but it is used or under the heading of modal verbs. I want to show you the changes, how these sentences are changed in which there is a modal verb present. Will changes into would. The example is here. Direct speech, they said to us, comma, you will get a reward. Full stop. Again, you can see that will is a modal verb here, or you can say that it is a future indefinite tense. They, it is the subject pronoun of the reporting verb, so it remains same. They. Said to changes into told. Us, the object pronoun of the reporting verb, remains same. Comma is replaced by that. You, that is the second person pronoun. It changes according to the object of the reporting verb. So us means the people are telling about many people including me. So it changes into we. Will changes into would. Get a reward, it is the object part of the sentence, so it remains same with the full stop. The sentence becomes, they told us that we would get a reward. I hope you have understood these kind of sentences easily. Now there is another change. Shall changes into should. So the example is here. They said to her, they said to her, comma, we shall go to the museum. Okay. In indirect speech, you can see that it is also the future indefinite tense. We can use shall in place of will sometimes. They, it is the subject pronoun of the reporting verb, so it remains they. Said to changes into told. Her, the object pronoun of the reporting verb, remains same. Comma is replaced by that. We, it is the first person pronoun, so it depends on the subject of the reporting verb. So it changes into they. People are talking about themselves. Shall changes into should. Go to the museum remains same because it is the object. Here you can see that go remains go. I have told you that come changes into go, but go remains go. Okay, remember in the indirect speech with the full stop at the end. Palak, share, please don't disturb the class. Don't write anything on the screen. The sentence becomes they told her that they should go to the museum. Now another change which I want to mention here, can changes into could. Can is another modal verb. Ruhab Iqbal, don't write anything. He said to me, comma, I can speak English fluently. You can see that I have written English with the capital E because it is a proper noun. Again, you see that subject pronoun of the reporting verb never change. So it is remains he. Said to changes to told. Me, the object pronoun of the reporting verb remains same. Me, comma is replaced by that. I, that is first person pronoun. It depends on the subject pronoun of the reporting verb. So it becomes he. Can changes into could. The first person, the first form of verb remains same because we do not use two forms of verb together. So then second form could is here. We use the first form speak here. English fluently, it is the object part of the sentence, so it remains same. Full stop. He told me that he could speak English fluently. Remember, these are the modal verbs and you should know how to change them. Now there is another modal verb which is may. May changes into might. So example for the direct speech is here. He said, comma, it may rain today. Full stop. Again, you can see that the actual words of the speaker with the full stop are enclosed in the inverted commas. Indirect speech, when we change this into indirect speech, the subject pronoun remains same. He. Said changes into told. Comma is replaced by that. It remains same. It never changes. May changes into might. Rain remains rain. Rain is a verb here and it remains same in the first form because we have already used the second form of verb here. Today changes into that day. If you remember, I have given you a chart in which different changes in time and places were given. So you have to follow that chart. Today changes into that day. Here you can see there is no space between to and day here. But when we are changing into that day, we leave a space between that and day. Full stop. I hope you have understood different kinds of changes we have done here in the lecture. Different type of tenses we have used here, different modal verbs we have used here, and you should remember that two second forms do not come together. So when we have changed one form, one helping verb into second form of verb, like may into might, can into could, will into would, shall into should, We will never change the form of main verb. Remember, may, might, may, can, shall, and will. These are modal verbs as well as auxiliary verbs. So these can be changed into their second forms, but the main verb which is given in the direct speech, it will remain same. Okay. Remember all those points which I have discussed in the lecture. I will upload this video uh, in the Google Classroom. So you will see it and again listen to the lecture so that if there is any confusion, you will uh, clear it. Okay, now this is your time to ask me any questions. During that time, I am marking your attendance. Now, if you have got any question, please ask me. Okay, everything clear? Okay, Falak, share, I have already marked your attendance, so please don't disturb the class. Just ask the questions if you have got any question about the lecture. Okay, very good of you. You all have understood. It means you are able to do the exercises now. Inshallah, in the next week, we'll do some exercises. Which slide, Abdul Rahman? Tell me about which slide? Tell me about model verbs or tenses. What do you want to see? Model verbs or tenses? I'm showing you all the slides again. Okay. I have got the time. So I will show all the slides. I will discuss or again tell you all the rules, but not discussing the examples. If reporting verb is in the present tense, the tense of reported speech is not changed. Remember this one. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, the tense of reported speech is changed. This is the reporting verb. Okay. Now, present indefinite tense changes into past indefinite tense. Present continuous tense changes into past continuous tense. Present perfect tense changes into past perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous tense. Past indefinite tense changes into past perfect tense. Past continuous tense changes into past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect tense does not change. It means it remains same. Past perfect continuous tense does not change. It means it remains same. Then some modal verbs. Will changes into would. Shall changes into should. Can changes into could. May changes into might. Okay. Now remember one more thing. When we change will into would, we will not change the main verb into any other form. We will copy the main verb in the first form. Get remains get. Similarly, we will not change the main verb go here because we have already changed shall into should, and we copy the main verb as it is in the first form. Similarly, here in the example, when can is changed into could, then we will not change the main verb, we just copy it in the first form. Similarly, here you can see that may changes into might, So we will not change the main verb. Rain remains rain. Okay. I have already told you that two second forms of verbs cannot come together. So because of that reason, we are doing these changes in modal verbs. Okay. Now, do you have any other questions? You are allowed to ask. This is the time. Okay, Abdul Rahman, I have told you all modal verbs here. This is not the correct spelling of modal verb. Please do see the spelling in the slide. Any other thing which you want to ask? Any one of you? Because in the next lecture, in the assignment, the form of assignment, I will give you some exercises to do. I will upload the assignment today also, because you know that today is also the home assignment day. I will upload the videos of both the lectures. So see the videos again, and I will also inform you in the assignment about your quiz topic. So prepare for the quiz as well. It will be on Wednesday. And today I have already uploaded the dictation. So please go through the Google Classroom and attempt the dictation. You will be having only one chance. So please attempt it very carefully. It is of 10 marks. You shall not now. I'm not giving you direct indirect exercise today. Okay, I will give you any other thing. Do the assignment in your language copies. If you do not have your language copies, do the assignment in English language portion of the literature copies. Okay, so please be very careful in doing the assignment. Complete the assignments on time. These assignments are having the marks. Not at the back, you will have to make the proper portion for English language. Okay, Simal, if you have collected, do the work in language copy. Hamza, if you have not got the copy, I have already told you what to do. Now there is less time left, only 1 minute is left. If you want to ask any other thing, otherwise I will stop the lecture, stop this meeting. Those who are not having English language copies with them, please do the work in English literature copy, but properly make the English language portion in that copy. Okay. Now I want to stop here because time is over. This must do on the page, blue sheet. Okay. Then you will attach it in your copy. Okay. Now I want to stop here because time is over. Allah.